Many of the people that naturalize today come from countries where voting is not a right.
So we're here today with Jeffrey Beil, USCIS Field Officer here in Omaha. We just finished a ceremony, naturalization ceremony, and how many citizens did we swear in? I think it was 26?
29, actually.
29, actually. So I'm going to turn it over to you, and just anything you want to do to educate anybody watching this video about what happened today, what your office does, the importance of it, but, you know, go wherever you want with this.
Well, thank you for giving me some time today. Today's an important day. It is Constitution Day, a day that we celebrate in the United States across the country to commemorate the signing of the U.S. Constitution back in 1787. And so it is part of what we call Citizenship Week, and it's something that our agency, U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services, celebrates by conducting and hosting naturalization ceremonies throughout the country. This ceremony, this is our 8th year doing it. Here at this location at the historic Papillion schoolhouse. We work with the Papillion Historical Society to put the ceremony on and to kind of highlight what citizenship is and also the process that immigrants have to go through in order to become a citizen. It's not an easy process. It takes a lot of time, does take an investment of money, and acquiring documents and just making sure that they meet all of those eligibility requirements, including for most applicants, learning the English language, learning at least a basic understanding of U.S. civics and our government and how it works. Oftentimes, immigrants know more than a lot of our high school students and college graduates.
Yeah, no, that's a statistic that I've heard for a long time, which is sad.
So anyway, these applicants here met all the requirements, and we're very honored to be able to confer citizenship onto them. Now, today was what we call a judicial naturalization ceremony. So the presiding judge administered the oath of allegiance. And so we actually are hosting another ceremony or working with the court in Beatrice, Nebraska at Homestead National Monument, where another, I believe, 30 applicants are taking the oath. And then we'll be in Grand Island, Nebraska at the Public Library. Again, another judicial ceremony. And then in Lincoln at the Lincoln Children's Zoo on Friday, another 25 or 30 applicants will be taking the oath there, where I will be swearing them in.
Okay. Is there any, I guess, final question, because I know that you're a busy person, you need to take off here. Just anything that you want to stress to anybody watching this about, 2024 presidential election season. We're, I think, 48 or 49 days away from the presidential election. Today is also, I saw on Google, now I'm going to mess this up, it's, I think, United States Voter Registration Day. I don't know if that's an official thing or just something that Google is plugging. But anything else that you would like to add as far as registering to vote, voting, Constitution Day, Citizenship Day, and just what happened here to kind of tie it all together?
Well, so now that the people that took the oath today and at any other ceremonies throughout the country, they are now eligible to register to vote and to vote in our federal and local elections. So one thing we really stress are not just acquiring or reaching that point where they're eligible for citizenship to take the oath, but actually exercising the rights that come with it. One of those rights, like you mentioned, is voting. And so we really stress the importance of registering to vote and getting involved in our electoral process. This is how the people can make a difference in our country with regards to our elected officials. And so we really encourage people to get out and register, to get out and vote their conscience, get educated about the candidates that they're voting for, that are being considered. And so it is just such an important right that we have in this country. Many of the people that naturalize today come from countries where voting is not a right. They didn't have that opportunity. And so to be able to celebrate that here, not only for them, but also for everybody watching. Everybody that was here today observing got a stark reminder of their citizenship and hopefully walk away not taking it a little less for granted and being willing to participate.
I would definitely encourage anybody that gets a chance to go to a naturalization ceremony, do it. This is my first one. It was actually very exciting. It's very inspiring. I think, for me personally, right, it reminds me of what it is to be an American and what this country is about. And to your point, right, I think so many of us take for granted the power that we have as U.S. citizens, right, to chart the course of this country. And I want to stress, also add in that it's not just important to be registered to vote and vote, but to be informed on the issues, right, and to actually, make an intelligent decision of what your conscience feels is best. So anybody listening this, 29 people are going to get a chance to vote. Good for them. And everybody else, you've already, a lot of us were born with that right, and don't take it for granted. Thank you very much for all you and your office does. And thank you for sharing some insight into this. It's been an exciting day.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the opportunity to spread our message and what our agency does. And again, we encourage anybody that's interested in what we do as an agency, or if they happen to be an immigrant here in this country looking to naturalize or apply for any of the benefits that we administer, just go to www.uscis.gov and reach out to us via that way.
All right, great. And I'll try to put a link below the video. So thank you very much for the time, and I'll let you get back on the road to your next thing that you have to do for the day.
All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you.